Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Coming in to do what I promised. I promised last night I would stop in to do a few card readings. I was trying to get in earlier, but my husband called, so I'm back tonight. And so I'm going to do a few readings, pull a few cards for people. So we're just going to let the room fill up a little bit, let some people get in here. I wasn't here last night. So let's see if we get some people joining in. I should probably bring up on my phone so I can see. So welcome to those who are here. Hi, Beth. So I'm on YouTube because Beth is the first to join in on YouTube. So I am going to choose a few people for readings. So Beth, you're the first one to say hello tonight. So I will choose you first. I will go with you first when I start pulling some cards for people. And I do have an offer that I want to post. So I'm just going to put this in here while we're waiting for people. Hello, Elsie and Christy. Hi. How are you all? Hi, Kevin and Natasha. Hello. So I'm just going to put... Hold on. Give me a second. Hello, everyone who's joining. I am just trying to put a code into the comments section, but I can't remember what the code was. I just have to copy and paste it here. Copy. Yes, I seen that, Christy. I seen you have a new last name. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome. I am doing some readings tonight. I am doing some readings for people tonight, so I'm just pulling a card for people. I'm pulling a card. I'm pulling some readings. Okay. Yes, Deal, you made it. I guess I should probably have my website added on there as well. Love my blue shirt? Thanks, Silly. It says, what does it say? In a world where you can be anything, be kind. That's what it says. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Hello, hello, hello. So give me a minute here. I'm trying to, and I'll tell you what I'm doing in 2 seconds. I should have had this in earlier, but I didn't. And I was trying to get in earlier to do some readings. So I may not be here as long as I would have liked to, but I had to talk to my husband. So, and So yeah, book a service, copy. I'll go back and add that in there after. Okay. So hello. So what I just did was I just added a code in the comments where you can um I just added a code where you can get 10% off until July the 27th on my emailed readings, my emailed videos. So it's a video that's emailed out to you. You can purchase a 2-card reading, a 2, 3, or 5-card reading. It's not a one-on-one. It is you order it online. You can put a note of if you have a specific question in the notes part of the when you're ordering. Other than that, they are sent out as general readings, and they're usually they are pretty specific with all of the feedback I get on my emailed readings. They're normally pretty accurate for what people without asking questions. So my emailed readings are not pretty. They're like usually dead on. So my emailed readings for until July the 27th, I have put a special code for anyone who's in here tonight that's or anyone who's listening who would like to use that. It's email 10% off. Email 10% off for the emailed readings. Remember, they are not one-on-ones. You're not getting a like an actual face-to-face reading with me. You're going to receive a video, uh, a, a downloadable video that you'll receive a link to download the video. But you'll receive a videoed email and you can purchase them directly on my website. I put the website in here, and then the code is in its own, but I'll combine it in another comment after. And so that is available, and that's what I'm offering out for you tonight. I do also accept stars in here. If you see the little star thing down the bottom, so you can also leave stars. Um, okay. Where's the cats? So Phoebe is out on the table that I purchased today. She's claiming that. And the 2 kittens are down. They have dug out a spot in the mat in my box spring in one of my downstairs bedrooms, and they're down there sleeping right now. I'm sure we'll be seeing them soon. Ah, thank you, Daly. Yeah, I just felt like I don't know. I just felt like doing that tonight. So, and it was last minute. So last minute, I'm trying to create a coupon code. So there's a coupon code. You use the coupon code, and you can get 10% off. And it's only to buy one reading. You can't buy like multiple amounts of them, and it's only for the emailed readings. But yeah, the 2 kittens are sleeping. My little jazzy dog is right there on the floor, and Phoebe's out there. Yeah, they're such cuties. They're cuties, all right. Okay. Um, oh, thank you, Jackie. It's the same day as yours. I didn't realize my anniversary was the same day as yours. That's so cool. Yes, I will have coming up on the 29th. It will be my 2nd anniversary. Yes. Okay. So the room is filling up. There's lots of people here. So yes, I am going to pull cards. I'll see. It's only me here tonight. Um, it's only me, so I'm going to try to pull a few cards. I did want to get in earlier. I'm not good with late nights at all, so I do get tired. Um, I used to one time work till like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I can't do that no more. I do not function well late at night, so I don't do any. That's why in my schedule you don't see any evening really times. I make some allowances for different time zones and stuff that I work in. But for the most part, I'm not usually working very late. But Beth was the very first person in here. So I told Beth that I would choose her first. So Beth Raider, as I'm going to choose Beth first. So last night we came in and we did, you saw me in Corner Book, Stella. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. So I just said to my husband, we were hoping that I'd be back in the spring. Then I thought I'd be there in the summer, and then between the moves. So when I came back, like when I came home, I thought everything, yeah, I'm going to be able to do this. And then I was home in February. I went to Newfoundland and I said, soon as I get back, I'm going to start like planning to go back to Newfoundland. And then we had to move. So then we had to move and we had to buy a home. So then we had to purchase a home and get moved. And then, and now I have the animals and my husband works away. So I have not been able to book a time and and be able to have someone be here with the animals. So we tonight decided that I would be coming in September. So I don't have all the dates, but we're going to try to make it work for September. Fingers crossed. That I will be in Newfoundland again in September. And I'll be back in Corner Brook. And I did tell the people in Stephenville I'll come to Stephenville. So I'm going to do a few shows and I will be back in Newfoundland in September. If all goes as planned. My plans seem to get all thrown all over the place. Okay, so and then yeah. And and then I also have we're going to be announcing something big here in this part of Alberta, in this more central part of Alberta. That's going to be coming up as well. Um, there's a lot happening right now. Yeah, my Eastern tour. I went on an Eastern tour last year. I may even do a stop in the into like Halifax area, Nova Scotia, maybe somewhere in there as well. I'm not sure. I have a couple friends that want me to go there, so we'll see. Oh, I will be in Grand Falls. Yes, Elsie. I will also be in Grand Falls because I'm from Buckens, so I'll be in Buckens. I'll be in Grand Falls. I'll be in St. John's, maybe Clarenville this time. I'm not sure. Okay, Bath. What do we have for Bath? Oh, Bath. You have a major arcana card. So this card would be the Fool card in Tarot. So we have the Dreamer card, and it is like the new beginnings. It is about taking a leap of faith. So I do feel there is a sense that you are going to be either taking a leap of faith or you're thinking about doing something new or stepping into something new, and you're just being told to take that leap of faith, to really truly follow your dreams, and don't let anyone else get in your head and stop you from following your dreams. You have a desire, you have this want to do the things for you, and so I do feel like there's an opportunity coming up for you, or something that is just going to give you the opportunity to begin something new. And to me, I just keep getting like beginning a new life, like really beginnings, like to live your life or beginning some sort of new life. Um, and so, um, and so what I keep getting is it does feel like there might be some like reservations, like you have some reservations, like you want to do something, or you're afraid to believe in yourself, or you're afraid to be excited about something, or there's like some fears around being excited or being happy for yourself. Is that I do feel like throughout life is like the joy just gets kind of like throughout life is like when you announce you're going to do something for you or you're happy for you, it's like someone just like puts a pin in the balloon and just like burst your bubble, right? It's just like being deflated. And then you kind of second guess yourself and you lose the sense of joy for what you're about to do. And so what they're telling you is don't let anyone steal your joy, but also don't share. Don't be sharing your secret plans, what you dream of. Keep your dreams close to your heart. Keep the things that you are planning or the opportunities that are coming, keep them close to your heart. And until everything is in place and until you've made all the arrangements, don't share it. Don't share it with everyone. These are sacred. And it's so easy for people to get in your head. And it's so easy for people to kind of sometimes talk you out of doing the things that you really know that you want to do or that you need to do for you. And so, um, pay attention to that. But you are in a beautiful new beginning opportunities in your life. Now, it could be a little bit slower coming. It don't mean it's happening today, tomorrow, because we also have a lot of retrograde energy. We have the new moon coming up. So it's like, I feel like with the new moon coming up, really set that intention or really set your intentions towards doing what, that you're really going to start to step into and honor your dreams. Like, this light is killing me. Sorry guys, I got to turn that light down. So really honoring your dreams and really holding it at a sacred place within your heart. But you are moving forward. You're getting like some sort of nudge or some sort of push to start really beginning to live this new phase or this new journey of your life. And so that's what's happening for you. It is major events, major moments, major changes. And it's this big opportunities that just feels like it might seem insignificant or small to other people, but it's big for you. It's big for you. It don't have to be larger than life. It's the things that bring you joy. And I do feel like you're moving more and more towards something that is bringing you joy and excitement in your life, and you're doing something for you. That's what I keep getting. So I hope in some way, Beth, that helps you or that inspires you in some way. Kelly, Gander. So Kelly, I was in Gander last time. Last year, last September, I was in Gander. Gander was and Gander was the one that was the least number. It was a very good show. Very good show, but it was the only one that wasn't sold out. Gander was my only place that didn't sell out. Every other place sold out. So, I have to look at my schedule and how much time I have. Hopefully, I'll still be in Gander. Where I'll be, how that looks might look a little bit different. Um, I don't know, but I'm definitely going to be in Grand Falls. Grand Falls, Grand Falls is an absolute yes, and St. John's. Okay, let's see. Hi, everyone who's joining us. Hello, hello. Karen, Karen, Karen Grant Blackman. That's who I am choosing. Karen, Karen Grant Blackman, you are the person I'm choosing next. Everything just stopped me right at you. So I hope you're still here. It gave you some clarity. Oh, good, Beth. Good. Hello, Karen. Okay. So I'm going to pull a card for you. I need a pen. I don't have a pen. I don't think this pen, I got two pens that don't work. Oh, I think I see a pen. I don't know why I had to write this down. Easy Rider. I'm like, what is this I'm hearing? Easy Rider. Isn't that like a movie or something, Karen? I don't know why I heard that when I just, as soon as I was start shuffling the cards for you, I heard Easy Rider. And I don't know what Easy Rider means. If it could be I think it's like a movie or something. And I don't know why it would be coming up for you. What would be specific about that? Um, and white roses. I got white roses, Easy Rider, all this kind of little things, white roses, Easy Rider, white roses. I don't know what to, and a rose tattoo, some sort of rose tattoo or roses tattooed or rose or white rose. I know. I don't know why, Karen. I don't have a full scoop on this. So I do feel like this is like history. So this is history. So this is coming up of someone from your past who you would have had like a very strong bond or connection to. I feel like at one time, so this feels like I want to say like this feels like it was like a significant other or an important person in your life. So whether it was like a and the ex-husband or someone like that, that's what it feels like. And I just keep getting like that period of time in life, like something that ties us back into like to the 70s, to the 80s, like that period of time. I'm I'm picking that up, and I just keep getting like I keep hearing I was there. I was there. I was there. I was there. So I was there is what I keep getting. I was there. Um, and I this okay, Karen. So I do feel like this is like your I don't know if you were married, but he's like husband, ex-husband type of thing in your life or partner in your life. And I just keep getting like I was there. And then I just heard, Mom, think of the money you're saving. And it's like an insider joke, like um he- so I have two of them that's there, and he just says, so I have X, or previous past person in your like partner, and then I'm also picking up son. Okay. All right. Okay. So son says, so it's like I'm getting, he says, Mom, and it's like a joke. He's laughing at this, and he says, Mom, think about the money you're going to save. So I don't know if you were financially helping Brad in some way, or over the years you've had to help Brad some way, and he's just got this smile on his face, and I feel like he had like this kind of could have like this, I want to say like sixth sense of humor, like he knew. True story. Okay, because that's exactly what he's telling me, and he's smirking at you, and he's got like this little he's got like this little devilish little grin, like this little smirk, and he's just like smirking, and he says, "Just say it, she'll understand it." And he's smiling at you, and he says to tell you that um, he's not hurting anymore. And I don't know if I feel like there's a tattoo that's associated to him somehow. I don't know if somebody's got that tattoo, right? That sounds like him. I'm like, "Oh my god," like he's smirking at me, and he's just giving me like this. I'm like, and I wasn't doing no mediumship. Damn you, Brad. And I'm like, and he's like smirking at me, and he says, just tell her. And he's got like this like little under his voice kind of chuckle, like he knows what he's doing, and he's trying to brighten your day is what he's telling me. But I don't know if he had a rose tattoo or a tattoos of roses. He's showing me like something of a tattoo of roses, or a rose, or something that has a rose blended into it. I don't know exactly where that would come in, but he keeps showing me this. And then for some reason, he keeps doing this to his neck to me. Like, I don't know if the tattoo was something on his neck. Um, and um, he says to tell you that he's not in pain and that he is okay. He says, um, he does say, I didn't mean to leave you that way. I didn't mean to leave you that way. That he does say to you, I didn't mean to leave you that way. So yeah, I don't know what's with the neck. I can't get the neck. I don't know. He's getting frustrated with me. I can feel it because I don't know what this is, why he's at the neck. But I'm also getting a tattoo, right? I'm getting a tattoo that has a rose. I don't know where that comes in, but also, and I feel like my neck is like almost like I'm choking or something. Like that's what it feels like, but it's something to do with the throat or the neck. And so I don't know if that's your breathing or if this is coming from here. I don't know. But he's adamant about this like choking or like being closed off at the throat. And I don't know what it means, but I'm just giving you everything that he's giving me. We'll have to try to decipher it and put it together. Um, but I do pick up the sense of that, it feels he says, "I know things are feeling very uncertain." He says, "But just know the one certain thing that you can know is that I'm okay," and that his dad met him. His dad met him. And so he is telling me that, it has been since, right, those 80s, that time since he's seen him, and he got to see him. They've got to connect, and they are together. They are together. He's not alone over there. Um, and there is some sort of, I don't know if there's some sort of work that you're doing or something that you have to spend some extra money on. I do feel like it's around your house or something like that. Um, he has a lot of tattoos. Not sure if a rose was in there. Okay. Yeah. And so I think there's a rose somewhere. There's a freaking rose somewhere. I don't know where. Might have to look around. You might have to, but there is a rose there. He's adamant about this rose. Um, and so he says, I don't know if there's some sort of like things you want to do around your house or some things that you wanted to like be able to spend some money on. And he says, Mom, money is there. You have the money. The money is there. It's like, go spend the money or do what you need to do. He says, stop waiting to do the things for you that you've always wanted to do. I want you to do those now. I want you to do those. He says, do those things for you. And that he's he's not far away. Um, he's not far away. And he, I don't know what he's telling on here. Oh, you keep a rose from his burial. Okay. But a rose. He has a rose. He keeps showing me a rose. I'm like, okay, thank you. Um, it's not a tattoo. It's an actual rose. So he's also talking about tattoos. So I don't know if somebody else is getting a tattoo. Thank you for that. Um, who smokes in the is do you guys smoke in your house or something? Because he's showing me like an ashtray, like a big ashtray. And I don't know if he used to tell you tell you shouldn't do this, or he says, but he's telling someone, I don't know if this is you, that get rid of that ashtray, get rid of this, like kind of get rid of the smokes. I don't know why that is. Get rid of the smokes, get rid of the smokes. And get rid of the ashtray is what I keep getting. Get rid of the ashtray. Um, but he did. Okay. Like, I guess he could get rid of the ashtray or quit smoking, or he can't smoke there, whatever that is, but there's no more smoking. He just keeps rolling his hands. He says, there's no more smoking. There's no more smoking. And so I don't know if he used to sneak cigarettes like in the house maybe, but yeah, there's no more smoking. And I feel such a pullback. He's kind of a little bit, he can be a little bit, I know he's not he's shy but not shy, and he's got like this bit of reservation about him that he's being a little bit shy, Karen. So there's a little bit of social awkwardness to him, along with being sociable. He's like an introvert extrovert. So he's got like this little social little awkwardness to him a little bit. And he just, oh yeah, that's right. That's it. That's it. That is it, Karen. So yeah, taking care, like, and really beginning to take care of the things that matter the most. He said, you have to take care of the things that matter the most now. He says, I'm okay. You haven't got to worry. You don't have to worry about him. He has found the one thing that he always thought was missing. He always thought was missing, but there was nothing missing. He had all the love in the world on earth. Um, he says to tell you he sits next to you. He sits next to you. He sits next to you and he's with his boys. And he's with his boys. He can't thank you enough for the love that you gave him. He can't thank you enough. He says, I can't thank his dad. And he says, yeah, he can't thank you enough. Um, you'll always know that he is there. You'll always know that he is there. But he says, you have money. He says, you have more money now without him. He says, she supported me. She always was there supporting me. And now he's there supporting you. And he wants you to do the things that you need to do. And I do feel, I don't know what that is around your house as well, but I do feel like there's some projects or things that you want to do. He says, just do them, Mom. Just do them. Don't wait. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Just do those things now. Get those done. And that's what he's got for you. I could talk forever. I'm like, I feel like I have so much, but I have to let him go. Right. You can't have all the time. But just know that just know that he is there with you, Karen. All right. I send you so much love. Okay. Wendy Heap. You are so welcome, Karen. So welcome. There's just so much love he don't want to let go. Like I just feel like it's like if I was close to you, I'd be like wrapped around you like this. I'd be like just hugging you because it's just like he has so much love for you. So much. And for his children. Like it's like the people he loved with all of his heart. Who he didn't love was himself. Who he didn't love was himself. And that was the hardest thing. But he's adamant that he says, I'm sorry I left you that way. I'm sorry I left you the way that I did. It's not the way, like in his heart, it's not the way that he would have liked to have left you, to leave the earth. But he says, I'm sorry that I left you that way. And you would know what that means. All right. Okay, Brad, you got to let me go. You got to let me go, buddy. I want to cry. I just want to sit with you guys as a family. And yes, and I see Jenna's here too. Like, oh my God, I just want to cry. But I got to let go, right? I got to let go. Um, so I got to go to Wendy. Whew. Wendy Heap. Okay, Wendy Heap. I pulled the 10 of air. And so what I keep hearing is that you're coming to the end of a difficult situation or like a challenging time. Like things are on the move for you. And so there's a lot of action happening and a lot of movement that's happening. But the things that have been either stressing you out or challenging you have finally come, like it's like you're finally going to be able to breathe or come into a period of time of where you're going to be able to catch your breath, because it's the end, which also means it's a new beginning. So there is a new beginning of something that is opening up for you, and new up, like a new, either new job, new life, moving, whatever that may be, and that you're beginning again somehow. And so you're also being told to really embrace the change as a new opportunity. Um, oh, was it really? I love that. I love when spirit reveals itself and shows itself in the videos. Um, and so embrace the change, embrace these new beginnings, Wendy. It's right where you're meant to be. Um, it's right where you're meant to be. And I just pick up this sense of also, so I have the 5 of fire, which is some conflicts or some conflicting energy that's happening. So there's definitely has been some conflicts happening around. Um, is what I'm getting. So I don't know if it's kind of been like struggles again with people in your life or around, or that it's something that just kind of has looped itself around again. And there's some sort of like resolution or some sort of like change happening once again, is what I hear, once again. And so it's like ending the battles or these conflicts, like really truly clearing up the energy, or clearing up. Something is being cleared. Something is being cleared. Something is being changed around you. But we're in the ending, which means new beginning. Embrace the change. Embrace the new beginning. It's all going to be working out good for you, is what I'm getting. It's a new opportunity. And I have the magician. So I just keep hearing, you are ready. Even if you think you're not, you are ready. You have all the tools, you have everything that you need you have all the knowledge to be able to step into, um, this change, be able to step into what is coming up for you. Moving to Leduc, and will be working from home, trying to train a new employee for my position. Ah, okay. Moving to Leduc. Interesting. Um, I knew you weren't going to be gone that. I knew you weren't going very far. Okay. I'm like, I you popped up today in a conversation. Um, this is going to be a good move for you. This is going to be a very good move for you. And yeah, and so it's like you can only train to a certain degree, and then people have to be able to get it on their own and figure it out. But the magician is telling us is that the new beginning is already in motion, and now it's moving into action. And so you're ready for the change. You're ready for all that's about to happen. It's definitely taking a little bit of a toll because it is such a big change for you, but they're telling you it's going to be okay. It's going to be good. And you're going to really find yourself embracing this, and find yourself stepping into new opportunities as well. It's given you somewhat of a life, is what I feel like. It's a bit of a new life. Um, and yeah, but the conflicts, they're coming to an end. Wherever there's been some challenges or some conflicts happening, they are ending. They're coming to an end. But I just keep getting this message that there is um, some sort of unexpected news or unexpected change that you're not that you can't prepare for. You just can't prepare for things. There's like something of an unexpected, and unexpected can be something really good, right? It don't always mean it's something negative. It could be something really good. There's something really good, or there's something of a change, or something that's coming in, and it's unexpected, but it's something you cannot prepare for. But it's as if I'm getting some sort of like heads up through it or for it. And I keep looking up, as And I just keep getting, remember finally getting this life together. Yay. Oh my God, that is so good. I'm so happy. Um, Remember, you have your guides. Remember, you don't have to do everything alone. Remember that all the weight is not on your shoulders. Remember that you have to ask for help. That's what I keep getting. Remember that you don't do it alone, that you can ask for help. There's other people there to help you, to assist you, um, and that you're not here to do it all alone. That's what I keep getting for you. So beautiful moments, beautiful times. Like this is a bit of a new beginning for you, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Okay, I am going to go with. I'm jumping around a little bit here. You took a screenshot, Ricky. Good. You'll have to send it to me. Send me a private message with it. Marilyn, Marilyn Hiscock. I am going to pull a card for Marilyn Hiscock, and I'm going to go back up as well. I'm zipping up and down here a little bit. So, Marilyn Hiscock, if you are still here, right, they're always with you. Remember to just ask them for their guidance. And so I'm just making sure Marilyn is still here. So you have to comment to let me know you're still here, Marilyn, if you're here. You're so very welcome. So I'm also going to be doing an in-person workshop here at my house. It's going to be a 1 day, but I'm going to be hosting a 1 day in-person workshop here at my house, here at my home. I'm in Camrose County. So I am going to be offering in August a 1 day workshop here at my house. Marilyn, let's see what the cards have for you. I pulled the Strength card for you. All right. So the Strength card is also a major arcana card. And the Strength card brings us into um, it brings us into the sense of being able to often, you know how we can be very be very critical and like hard on ourselves, and that's what I'm getting. It's like sometimes you know it just feels like you're so supportive and so kind to everyone else, but you are so hard on yourself. It's like sometimes you just don't talk nice to yourself, and you have to begin to really speak nice to yourself. Um, Wendy, Ricky picked that up um, with Karen's reading. That was with Karen's reading, I do believe. Um, I think that's what she said. It was with Karen's reading. And so, yes, right. Okay, Marilyn. And I'm like, and I just feel like it takes a lot of really pulling back it takes a lot of strength to be able to change the pattern of how we communicate to ourselves. And you're being guided to be able to have the strength to stop doing this to yourself. Is, you know, it's that inner critic. It really truly, it's been kind of a loud voice for a very long time with you. Um, yeah, it's been there for a very long time, is what I keep getting. So, Marilyn, I keep getting someone who keeps distracting me. They're very distractive. They're distracting me over here. And I just feel like it's like you get easily distracted. And so, but what you're being told is that this critic, this little inner critic that you have, this little inner judgment that you just keep, that is always kind of there, is time to start to, you know, really catch those thoughts. Catch those thoughts and really catch how unkind that is to communicate to yourself that way, to be so hard on yourself. You got to start being nicer to yourself. You're not responsible for everyone else and everyone else's freaking happiness. That's not your job. That's their job. You can't, you can't keep giving more yourself in the and hoping that other people will be happy when they're going to be miserable regardless. Is they have to make the choice to be happy. And it's like you're being told to kind of be adventurous. And what would it look like if I can start being nicer to myself, speaking nicer, start to see the good qualities that I bring to the table, to life, is that you have such a beautiful heart, and your heart is big, and your heart is kind, and that 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 essence of you needs to be like shining inward and turning it inward and letting it be that inward light, that you can see the good in you, that you can see what you bring to the table. And so what I'm getting with this is that that's a harshness. Now, I still keep getting somebody distracting me over here. You have somebody on the other side that's kind of yelling in my ear, but I kind of can't figure out who and what they are to you. But they're right here, which means they were right next to you in life, which means they would be somebody who was like side by side with you throughout life. So whether that would be sibling or it would be partner, but I do, or like like, yeah, like a partner in life or a sibling, but they're right here, they're right by my face, and I just feel like they're just like almost talking into my ear. I don't know if they were hard of hearing, or they just spoke very loud, but they're kind of pushy. And they're very pushy. This person is very pushy, Marilyn, and they're kind of pushing their way in, and they're just saying, yeah, like it's like they had to learn on the other side type of thing, just how good you were and how much you actually brought to the table. And they want you to know how good you are, and they want you to really see how good you are, right? Like, and they're just like right here. I feel like they're almost rubbing onto my face. So I don't know who was like, and almost like they can't get close enough to you, and they can't get close enough to me. So, Marilyn, if that person sounds very familiar to you, because I'm not in a big reading, so I'm kind of like rushing through, um, but it's someone who's very dear to you, somebody who would have had a deep connection. It could even be like a parent, but they're right here, right by your side. And they just want you to know that um, they just want you to be kind. They want you to be kind to yourself. They know how hard you are on yourself and how you get down on yourself. It's like no more getting down on yourself, no more being hard on yourself, no more thinking that you're going to make other people happy by sacrificing yourself. Is that this is time to pull it back now and just go and make that decision that I'm going to make myself happy for once in life. Like I'm going to make it about me. Have the strength to say no, right? It's like it takes a lot of strength to say no when you're used to saying yes to everyone. And it's time for you to start saying some no's and start saying some yeses to you, is what they're telling you. But there is some sort of like all of a sudden, like some sort of event or some sort of like changing of events that's happening. So I don't know what's coming up, but I do feel like there's like all of a sudden it's like, um, something where it just feels like all of a sudden we're in a rush. Like all of a sudden we got to get things done, or all of a sudden it's just like it feels like some sort of event or something. I don't know what this is, but it's like some sort of something coming up where it's like you feel like, or people are trying to rush you or making you feel like you got to get going, you got to get this done, or you feeling like you have to jump in to do everything. And you just learning to just say, no, you did. If you don't ask me in time and give me time, then I don't have to rush. Or feeling like the panic. I just feel like it's this sense of panic, like you feel like you always got to jump into action. Like it's like if you're sitting, I'll put it in this perspective. If you're sitting to a table and somebody says, and I use this analogy all the time, you've just spent all day cooking and you're sitting to a table and then someone says, "Oh, you forgot to put the salt on. Where's the salt? There's no salt on the table. You would be the person who goes, "Oh my God, I forgot the salt," and jump up and get the salt instead of sitting down and saying, "Well, the salt is over there," because you're just so used to being the one who just kind of jumped into like the fight or flight, like, or freeze or fawn, and you got to get into action, feeling like you just have to do it now. And it's like, no, you can stay seating, and somebody else would happily get up and get it. But you're so used to jumping into action. And it's just like, no, take a breath, breathe, and just say, no, it's okay that somebody else steps up. It's okay that somebody else does this. If I can't do it, somebody else can, and it's okay that somebody else does it. That's one of the big ways that you can learn to be nicer and kinder to yourself. That's what they have for you. Yeah, and it's being very pushed on to you. Okay. All right. So I am going to go with Carla. Carla, are you still here? Carla Osland. Carla Osland. Just trying to see if Carla is still here. You are there. It really hits home. Good, Marilyn. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay, Carla, let's see what the cards have for you. I just heard, let yourself be happy. Give yourself permission to be happy. And I don't mean just like surface happy. I mean happy with yourself, happy with you, a sense of peace and contentment. That's what I keep getting. Um, Stop seeking some sort of validation is what I'm keep getting. So I pulled from my deck. So I went to my deck. So this is from the Everyday Goddess Oracle cards. And this is Amara, and she is beautiful transformation. And this like, it just feels like, you're at this pivotal point of where things are transforming in your life and things are changing, and it's like good things are kind of happening or unfolding for you. And even if it feels stressful, is that there's something really good happening. I do feel like there's going to be something to celebrate coming up for you, like something of like an like some sort of like something for you to celebrate um coming up is what I'm getting. But it's like, and so what we're transforming is really the hurts transforming the hurts into wisdom, transforming the pain in the negative emotions into positive emotions. And that you're just got to kind of taking that step up, like really leveling up emotionally. And just, when you feel a sense of anxiety, like what you think is anxiety, it's probably not anxiety, it's excitement. It's just you're just waiting for the shoe to fall or waiting for something else to kind of happen. And it's like, no, expect freaking good things to happen. Expect great things to happen. The world's in your hands. Like, it's your life to create. And so I do feel as if you're creating. It's like it's that moment in time of where you're beginning to create something beautiful in your life, or something beautiful is being creating. And it's where happiness like you're meeting happiness and a sense of joy. And you got to allow space for this in your life. Allow yourself to be in that energy, and slow down and enjoy it. Like, really just slow down. Don't feel like you have to be on the rush. Like, don't feel like you have to be rushing through life. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to really like smell the roses, enjoy the moment. Um, because this beautiful transformation is you getting into your softer side. Amira is about our softer side. It is about the relationship with our emotions. It's about healing our emotions. It's about healing our hurts and our pains. And this is the beginning of like a beautiful period of time in your life, or the opportunity for this beautiful moment in your life that's yours to live, yours to enjoy. And it's like that sense of you've been on the go and trying to create life, or trying to survive in life, or trying to make stuff happen, or trying to keep things together. And now it's time of where what I'm getting is that life is together, or things are coming together for you, and that really enjoy it, really enjoy what's here. And so the beautiful transformation is about getting into always, right? And so it's getting into the flow with these beautiful things that are trying to come into your life, or these beautiful moments and opportunities that are there for you. And it just makes me kind of want to smile, because I'm like, I feel like you're getting a kiss from heaven, like you're being kissed on your head or something. It's like a kiss from heaven. You're getting a kiss from heaven, and just saying, "That a girl, you can do this. You got this." Um, you're getting a kiss from heaven. That's exactly it. You're getting a kiss on your head from heaven, and just saying, "I'm so proud of you." Like that you're finally at this place, or you're finally seeing it. You're finally getting there. And just give yourself permission to be happy, and stop waiting for something to go wrong. Stop waiting for that other shoe to fall. What if everything goes right? What if everything works out better than you could have imagined? And your idea of happiness is not going to look like someone else's idea of happiness. This is your happiness, and if it brings you happiness and joy, you don't need validations for you don't need other people, you don't need other people's approval. Does it really truly fulfill, make me happy without needing some sort of validation, or that I'm no longer seeking something. I'm finally content. So there just feels like a sense of contentment. And I picked up the fragments of you, which is 5, and she's in the maiden energy, which is about transformation as well. And it's just like putting ourselves back together after everything in life has kind of crashed and fallen several times. And this card is kind of based on that Japanese story about the vase and putting the vase together with gold, right? Is that we're not supposed to be perfectly put back together. We're together in pieces so that our light can shine through. It shows where we have been, right? Is that we are those, is that if there's no space for our light to shine through, then our light never gets to be seen. And so it's the imperfections. It's the imperfections that make us uniquely ourselves. And I just feel like you're putting yourself together and bringing yourself into the version of you that makes you happy. The version of you that is truly now for you, and not looking over your shoulder, not seeking validation, but just saying to yourself, I'm happy. And there's going to be something to celebrate, something that just feels like there's a celebration of some sort. I don't know if you guys have some sort of party coming up, or someone's birthday is coming up, or some sort of celebration, but I do feel like there's going to be something to celebrate, or you're celebrating something. Um, and that could be, I don't know, whatever that is, there's some sort of celebration coming up, or something to celebrate. And I just keep getting smile, 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 just smile, just smile. I don't know if you don't smile enough, Carla, but just smile. Just give yourself permission to be happy. You're getting a kiss from heaven. All right. Thank you, Carla. And I hope that helps you in some way. Right? Could definitely use a celebration, look forward to. Yeah. Right. I just feel like there's just been so many other things, and it's just like it's time for some sort of celebration, something good to look forward to. Okay. Um, You need it to relax. Um, Shelley Blake. Shelley Blake, are you still here? You're very welcome. Shelley Blake. Okay, so for anyone who wasn't here earlier when I first came in, um, well, I'm waiting to see if Shelley is here. Um, there's a code. I put in a 10%. It's called, it says email email 10%, I think it is. It's a 10% off coupon code that you can use between now and the 27th of July to purchase on my website one of my emailed readings. It's not for my one-on-one sessions, not for my live sessions with me or my in-person sessions. It's emailed readings. So you purchase the 2, 3, or 5 card reading, and I record the reading for you, and then it is sent to you within 48 hours. If it's over the weekend, then it's not going to be until the Monday. But that I just tonight decided to do that, and I put the code in here. So there is a code. I'll share it again at the end, and you go to my website and you go to services and you can book it in there. And when you get to the payment part, it'll give you the option to put the code in there. So it's only until the 27th, but you can purchase one of my emailed readings for 10% off. And it's for the 2 card, the 3 card, and the 5 card email readings. And it cannot be used for my other readings. But I'm also available for my live online readings as well. My personal private readings, you can book those. My website, my booking system is available, so you can just go there. Shelley Blake. Let's see what the cards have for you. I'm going to stick with my everyday goddess for you. And then I'm going to go with Kevin. If Kevin is still here, let me know if you're still here, Kevin. I just had this memory of you, of one of my last live readings, and you had to leave. And I said you would get a reading when you came back. I'm like, and it just popped back into my memory. Okay, Shelley. Shelley, you have change coming. I don't know where that is, but I just got like changes in the air. Like there's some sort of change coming up for you, Shelley. And it's like, don't try to go back to the comforts of the old. You must step into the change, like really embrace the change. And so I pulled the card Temptation from my deck, and this is 11. So it's like mastering number. And so she is in the maiden. So it's like the beginning of something new. And in the beginning of something new, we often want to go seek comfort. We want to go back to the comforts. It's like, oh, well, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm just going to just back out, or I'm not going to do this. That's our temptations. That's because it is easier to go to what we know than it is to walk forward, because we're uncomfortable with the unknown, because we can't control it. We can't control it, and it has a level of unpredictability. And so because we can't predict the outcome, we tend to want to break free of it. So this is telling us that we have this thread, we have this connection that connects us to source, connects us to our soul, and that we've kind of had heads up and insight before we ever arrived here on earth, of the journey, and the journey that we would walk and what would be there for us. And that this change and these changes that are evolving in your life are just saying, this is a part of your path, your journey to start walking a path that leads you to being, I don't know, more in alignment to your life, or whatever that may be. But it's like, you're here to master your life now, master living your best life and what brings you that happiness. And so there's a real connection to the angels that's coming up here for me. And I don't know if you've ever been connected to like the angels, but there's a strong connection to the angels. Um, And you have a lot of loved ones on the other side. I just feel like there's so many loved ones with you on the other side. Like there's a whole posse just showed up. I swear I just watched the door open and the room filled up. It's like you have a posse of people on the other side. And I don't, and it kind of feels like as a family, there will always be like a room full of people on occasions or special occasions in life. And that all of these peoples tend to all like, they're all still gathering as they kind of, as they gather in the heavens. It's like they still gather. And I just keep seeing like some sort of like long table or family gatherings, and everybody would somehow be connected or somehow be together, and that they're all still here and they're still here for you. And so they're celebrating you and celebrating like you kind of living your best life, or you getting to have some sort of like changes for the better in your life. And I don't know what's changing in location for you. Instantly I just seen the look of the walls change. I don't know why. The look of the walls just started to change, and I don't know if you're renovating or moving, but the walls started to change colors. And I just seen this changing of walls. So I don't know if that's a move or you're changing something around you. um and I just keep hearing you are, there's just you are loved, like there's just so much love for you. I don't know who this younger person is. There's a younger person that just keeps coming in on this side of my eye, and they're just like, they keep like rushing in, and they're just like entering into the side, and I don't get that full presence of them, but they're definitely younger. They were so full of life and so full of energy, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, you are like a busy bee." And so it's just like this little busy bee body, and just like in and out, and it's just like I'm just as busy over here as I was on Earth, and I haven't stopped. And just like just larger than life, and was larger than life on Earth and is larger than life, and everyone kind of circles around them like they get all kinds of attention. They got all kinds of attention on Earth, and they got all kinds of attention over there, and very like just such a just such a colorful spirit is what I get. Such a colorful spirit. And so you have a lot of you have a lot of you have a lot of strength to pull on and draw on. So draw on this strength of your loved ones. Don't see it as something of them being so far away from you that it's not attainable or not reachable. They are reachable, they're obtainable, and you just have to know that they are there for you to be able to pull on this, to use their strength to help you move forward through anything of what of life, of which brings you in changes and challenges, or the days that you don't feel strong enough. They're there to be strong enough for you. They can be your eyes to see what is not coming. They can be your ears, they can be your heart, they can be all that you need, and they are all there to kind of guide you through. And they are guiding you in this change. They're guiding you to go the right direction. And it's just like just trust and know that they are all there with you, and they're supporting you. And it's like it's almost like you're just so tempted to kind of like um back away, back out on yourself, to kind of go back to a comfort, like just get back into the same way things were. And it's like, no, you can't go back to the way things were. You got to go forward. And so there is a forward movement or something of a change that is just saying, don't back down, keep going. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth walking through. Keep walking through. It's going to be worth it. Just keep walking. Just keep going. No looking back. And no trying to do everything on your own. You're not you don't have to be super independent. You're not superhuman. You're simply human. And so you can't do everything on your own. You do need help. You do need support. They're there to support you. They're there to be there with you, and just trust that, and that you can't do everything on your own. And that's what they have for you. So just know that they're all there to help you. And we send you so much love. Thank you. And I hope that resonates with you. Kevin. Kevin. Hello, everyone who's joining in, by the way. And so, Shelley, I hope that resonates with you. Good, 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 good. Okay. Yes, and if any of these readings kind of resonate with you, and you may be also getting a message from it. Remember, if a message, it feels like there's something in there for you and it feels like it's resonating with your heart, know that it's also there for you. It's also there for you. Kevin. And of course, down on the bottom, there's the stars option. I don't know if many people know about the stars, but the stars is an option that you can leave stars. And what that does is the stars is that it's like leaving like a donation, that type of thing. I think Facebook pays out once every few months. Every now and then I get like $10 deposited into my account or something. Okay, Kevin, I feel like coming up for air. And so I pulled the 8 of water. And I just feel like it's like you're just tired of something. It's just like I'm just so done with this. It just feels like it's time. It's like I need to be able to move forward or move on from something. And I just feel like you're beginning to come up for air. It's telling me that there is like some sort of um like you've really had to dig deep to get to kind of be where you are now. And it's like now you're beginning to, or there is something that is changing, that is coming up to say you're going to be able to breathe, you're coming up for air. I do feel like there's some sort of, I get restoration of your health somehow, or getting your health back, or getting back into some sort of like healthy body. And so I don't know if that's it, like if there's something been going on in your body that is just telling me that it's like finally getting some answers, or getting some resolution, or finally getting what you need, finally getting your health cared for somehow, but you're beginning to be able to come up. And it just does feel as if things have been like a little deeper, like you've had to dive deep to kind of get through these times, or get to keep your emotions in check, or whatever that's speaking. And it just feels like there's a lot, this whatever you've been going through has also been a massive part of like spiritual and emotional growth, and that you are growing spiritually, you're growing emotionally, and that things are really starting to turn around, and there's some sort of like comeback for you that's happening. And know that um that you're not that you're that you're being seen. You're being seen by the angels. You're seeing being seen by the guides, and that sometimes we have to dig deep in our own emotions to kind of get through like that last quarter mile of a challenging time or a challenging situation. And it does feel like there's been some sort of challenging time or challenging situation where it's just like you're in that last mile, like you're in that last quarter mile, and you just continue, because what's coming is going to be so much better than what has kind of been. There's like beautiful things, and I just feel like you're going to be able to breathe again. It just feels like feeling healthier, feeling better in your body, and feeling healthier. There's some sort of like healthier you that is just like right here looking at you in some way. So it could be, and this could be physical health, it could be emotional health, and it could be like material wealth or health. And so that could be financially, that could be anything in our lives. It could be our relationships, but I do feel like it's like health and wealth goes together, right? And so it does feel like they're just telling us like you're on your way back up for something. And even though it feels like it's been exhausting and heavy, you're going to be able to breathe again, and you're feeling like you're just going to be able to come back up. It's like, wow. That's what I'm getting. Wow. Breathing again. And so we're just so close. We're just so close, and just like, I don't know. And I just heard believe in miracles. Believe in miracles. Miracles happen. Um, miracles happen. And so it's moving on. You're moving on from a difficult situation, moving on from something more. Um, yeah, moving on, moving forward from something. Moving on. Time is you're moving forward, you're moving on. That's what I got for you. All right. All right. So, um, I did. I did have there's a code in here tonight for the 10% off my emailed video readings. Do know I will never ever contact you ever and ask you want a reading or never ever ever. Anytime you're going to be getting a reading with me, you're going to be booking it. You would be only booking it yourself on my website. That's it. Not me ever contacting you. If you ever get anyone contacting you and saying it's me, it's not me. Um, just heads up. But I did put a code in here. There's a code in here for 10% off my emailed my emailed video readings. So you order it within, if it's hopefully it's like within 48 hours. If it's a weekend, then it's always the following workday. That you will receive your emailed reading. So what I do is I record the video for whether you purchase a 2 card, a 3 card, or a 5 card reading, and then I email you the video link for you to download, and you can save your video. Um, and so that's available with the code. And for my one-on-one readings, you can purchase 30 minute or 60-minute readings with me that are online. I use Zoom for my meetings, for my sessions, and those are also available. My booking system is all on my website. You can go book your appointments. And so I did provide a code in here. I will share it again as soon as I am done. Oh, thank you, Felicia. Okay. So I'm gonna end with a card kind of for everyone. I'm feeling myself kind of powering out here. I would love to be able to do more readings tonight. I will be back. I was here last night. So I was also on live last night. I never go back to back on nights, but last night I came in and we had conversations. We were talking and people were giving me topics to talk about. And so we had some big conversations and we talked and so yeah, we were talking and so then I was asking for people to, I'm getting ready to record some new YouTube videos, and in my videos I was asking if, was there anything in my work that you would like for me to record a video on? And so people give me some ideas. So I'm going to start doing some recordings. But also, if you are familiar with my teachings or not familiar with my teachings, is that we have the More Than Existing Academy of Higher Consciousness. And we have taken a whole bunch of my previous teachings and we have listed them now as either free or a much like a big discounted price, massive savings. So like some of my big uh, like 3-4 hour courses are now available for like quarter the price they used to be, or free. And so there's also a bunch of meditations, and signing up to the academy is free. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up to the academy. And so that link I will also add. We just listed another course today. Yesterday or day before, we listed another free course. And it's a bunch of my previous teachings, and a lot of them are free. And it's like up to 2-3 hours, sometimes 4 hours of my teachings where you can go in and study and learn some of my stuff. But also tonight until the 27th, you can use the code for my emailed readings as well. So for everyone, my mama are heading to her home town Daysland in August. So I'd love to know where you're doing an open house. Then I can try and choose those dates. Okay. So we almost bought a house in Daysland. We lost out on a house in Daysland. We were buying a house in Daysland. So I am in the county. I'm in Camrose County. I don't exactly say exactly where I'm living, but I am in Camrose County. I'm probably about a half hour from Daysland. I don't have an open house, but I do take like it's I don't you can't book you can't book in-person sessions with me online. Um, you can't book in-person sessions with me online, but I make special exceptions and I do take a few clients in my home when I know who they are or they've been recommended to me. I don't just have an open door policy for people just coming to my house for sessions. So you can get in contact with me, and so you can get in contact with me. But I do have a workshop that I'm going to be doing in August, and I will post that, Shelley, and I'll let you know when that's going to be. But that will be at my house as well. So I'll be doing a workshop here at my home, and I'll be posting that as an event, and I'll post that as well. So our card for everyone here is we have the 10 of air. Now we're coming up to the new moon. So we have Mercury retrograde in Leo. If you've been reading on my Facebook page, I don't know why I don't share these over in my YouTube, but I've been sharing them on Facebook. And so they're energy updates. And I shared a couple of those. I've been sharing them almost every day. There's neither one for today. It was still the weekends one. But I've been talking about, like, we've had the Mercury retrograde in Leo, and it's really like turning the mirror around and being able to see ourselves. And it is about that sense of how destination happiness is a trap. There's this destination happiness is this trap of someday I'll be happy when I have this. I'll be happy when everyone else is happy. I'll be happy when I find this in my life. I'll be happy when I have money. It is a trap. It's like when that happens, you still will have something else to be searching for or seeking for, because it's seeking and searching some sort of validation. So destination happiness is a trap. It's about being able to recognize the significance of you, right? And that your presence is what is needed. Yes, the workshop. Okay. And so there's like that we all have value. And that if you can remember the value that you bring, just your presence is enough. And so sometimes, it's people spend a long time trying to, what's my purpose? I need to find this purpose. And it's like, purpose is what we do. And it's who we are when we're doing the things in life. And so when we can find a joy in our heart, just simply by showing up and just simply by being our best and doing our best, no matter where we are, revealing our best, letting our uniqueness, our authenticity be seen, no matter where you are. And so it's now we have this new moon coming up on the 24th, and that's also in Leo. And there is a lot of transitions in the planets. We have a lot of outer ring planets that are affecting us and influencing us. We have the Saturn in Aries. We are in we're in the Chinese astrology, we're in the year of the snake. It's a year of shedding. It's a year of transformation. So we're in a big year of change. And so there is it's what it's telling us is that we are experiencing change, but we're coming to the end of difficult situations as a whole. And it's the beginning of something new. It don't mean we're still not going to meet the fates of life, but it's really truly embodying and embracing change in the way of just saying, with or without me, change is happening. Change is happening all the time. Every single moment of the day, change is happening. And so by resisting change or by being afraid of change, is that it doesn't mean the change is not going to happen. It just means we cause ourselves a lot of extra angst, worry, and stress, worrying about something we can't control. What's in my control? Right? And also about being able to see how much value you bring, how much you've also bring in that already probably lived your purpose a million times over. How many people are still searching for some sort of purpose, but yet you've lived your purpose, you've achieved things, you've done the things that you really need to do. Now it's the things that I want to do, right? We're moving from doing the things that I need to do and all that angst and stress and into what I want to do. What is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to what is it that's going to make me feel alive? What is it that's going to make my heart feel like it's full? And it's about being able to know that joy is sparks, right? It's that what sparks that fire, what ignites my heart, what makes me feel alive, not what makes me what's going to get me the validation by somebody else seeing what I'm doing. Whose approval are you still seeking? What validation do you still need? Are you still trying to get the attention of the people that you thought you didn't get the attention from when you were little? So you're still trying to get the attention, still trying to get recognized, still trying to be seen. Everyone deserves to be seen. Everyone deserves to be known for to be valued, right? And so the person that needs to see you is you, and you have to see who you are and what you bring to the table. And with that, you stop chasing life. You stop using unhealthy habits to be a solution to the problem. But sometimes that unhealthy habit is the only way and the only thing until you start to recognize there is another way. It's getting me to a certain point, but now we're at a different point. Now we're at a different point that requires different solutions. And that's key to remember. We're at a different point that needs different solutions than the solutions we've been trying to make work before, because they were band-aids. And now it's not about the band-aid, it's about the healing. It's about what really heals the wound. It's what really truly heals the wound, and recognize we'll always have the scars, but what heals the wound and what heals the wound then always is the reminder of where we have been. We'll always have the scars, we'll always have the knowing, we'll always have the wisdom that reminds us that we've already lived a life. We've already lived a life. We've already chased a life. And now it's about living, doing what I want, about sparks, about does this ignite my heart? Does it make me feel alive? And yeah. And yesterday I shared a video on my Instagram of this little girl, and her mother's like, she's like, you got to eat the heads off the gummy bears. And her mother's like, but why? And she said, it's obvious. And the little girl says, well, and the mother says, well, it's not, why is it so obvious? And she said, it's obvious. It's simple. If you bite the head, was it, all your worries are in your head. So your mind in your head. And she said, if you bite the head off of the gummy bear, the worries are gone because it's all in the mind. And she says, and I'm like, and so sometimes we have to be able to drop from our head and into our heart, because we create the worries by creating scenarios that has not happened. The worry is always about the scenarios of things that have not yet unfolded or happened. And so when we're predicting and creating the scenarios of what could be, is we create the unnecessary worries because we're so busy getting ahead of ourselves, or creating this feeling that is then what is familiar, right? It's like having that feeling of, oh my God, I'm just so worried. I'm so worried. Well, what are we worried about if it hasn't happened? There's nothing there yet. There's nothing to worry about if it hasn't taken place. So bite the head off the gummy bear, right? And it's just saying that, like, it's that sense of getting, if it wasn't for our mind's ability to create and being stuck in our head, we'd be able to trust our hearts a little bit more and be able to feel within our hearts the change. So we're in a period of change, which means we're also in new beginnings. So you're probably already in the new beginning, and new beginnings are happening, but worry, stress, those things are standing in the way to be able to embrace them. Now, sometimes our new beginnings are not the life that we have chosen. Sometimes the unexpected has forced us into a new beginning. And when life has forced us into a change or into a new beginning that we were not planning on, we didn't want, we didn't expect, and it's show yourself grace. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle. Stop trying to rush ahead of where you need to be and give yourself permission to sit where you are. That's your invocation. So if you are going through a, a traumatic change in life, a hard time of loss, of unexpected changes, those type of things, is that you didn't ask for that new beginning. You didn't think you signed up for that new beginning, but you're in it anyway. It is there. Because when the ending happens, the new beginning is also there. And it's like really truly slowing it down and being able to stay with your body, stay with yourself instead of escaping yourself, and recognizing that it requires letting other people to be the strength and the courage for you, allowing other people to hold you, to be there for you. But it's being compassionate, is being gentle with yourself. It is really about grace. Show yourself some mercy. You probably just experienced the biggest shock of your life. And if you've experienced the biggest shock and the biggest unexpected change, you can't just go on like everything is normal, because there is that normal life, or the life that you had is not there. It is no longer there, and it's not coming back the way that it was. You don't get to be the person that you were before. It is another side, right? And so it's moment by moment, breath by breath, step by step, day by day, and you live in the moment, because that's all we have is those moments, and you're just living in the moments and going through the motions, and it's like you have nothing left to give, and you got nothing to give, and your tank is empty. It drains you. And so when we are drained and it feels like all the vitality in life is kind of being sucked out, is recognizing that this is where I need to let myself be carried by the divine, be carried by spirit, be carried by the people that are around me, to be there for me, to be that support. And so, yeah, I'm not insensitive, because this is what I do all day long. And it's like, I know that we have both happening. So the endings and the beginnings is, some are beautiful new opportunities and beautiful beginnings, but a lot of people are also going through big losses and big changes in their lives, and it's it's traumatic. It's life-changing. And you got to, this is where self-love, self-care, self-realization, really realizing where you are, so you can't be who you were. You don't have the energy. You're tired, you're exhausted, you're depleted, because you're supposed to be. That's the way it is. And that's why we have people around us, or that's why we have our guides and our angels. That's why we have the love and support. But if we don't give people permission to come in, they can't get in to help us. So opening up your heart and just allowing other people to hold your heart. Sometimes you got to let your friends hold your heart when you can't hold it. So I send you so much love. Thank you for being here with me. I'll share the code again for purchasing the emailed video readings. I'll put that in the comments. So just give me a moment. And once I get off here, and I'll post that again, and I'll post a link to my website as well. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for always being here with me. This is 2 nights in a row. You can go back and listen to last night's. If you go back and listen to last night's, it's a conversation. So it's not personal. It's not readings for everyone. So you can go back and listen to that. Go check out my free stuff. And also in the Academy, you can purchase the zodiac signs for each year, and for each zodiac sign. And there's so much information that's available to purchase. Plus, also, Lisa has a whole bunch about human design and stuff that's in there as well. We've got so much in the Academy, mteacademy.ca. I'll share that link as well. So, yeah, that's what we got. I'll be back again. Thank you for being with me, but I'm tired now. I send you so much love. Bye-bye.